Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's talk more about the biodegradation of polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. Now, these are known to be biodegradable under aerobic conditions and also under anaerobic conditions. 2 to 4 ring compounds can much readily biodegrade in aerobic conditions in presence of oxygen by different microbes. Now, the oxidation is initiated by the enzymes known as oxygenases, जिसमें हमने पहले भी देखा कि different compounds जो हैं वो जब उनकी ऑक्सीडेशन होती है तो इनिशिएशन जो है वो ऑक्सीजनेस एंजाइम्स करते हैं एंड दे रिक्वायर ऑब्वियसली ऑक्सीजन. हायर रिंग पीएच ऑब्वियसली आर क्वाइट रेजिस्टेंट टू डिग्रेडेशन. हमें लास्ट लेसन में भी डिस्कस किया था कि जितना उसका स्ट्रक्चर कॉम्प्लेक्स होगा उतना ज़्यादा मुश्किल होगा उसकी डिग्रेडेशन होना बाय द माइक्रोब्स. नाउ ड्यू टू द स्ट्रक्चर कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी एंड लो सॉल्युबिलिटी इन वाटर उनकी रिकास्टेंस बढ़ जाती है, उनकी बायोडिग्रेडेशन कम होती है. जितने ज़्यादा रिंग होंगे इस पीएच में उतने ज़्यादा उनकी बायोडिग्रेशन होना मुश्किल है, बट बायोडिग्रेशन इज़ पॉसिबल बट द रेट इज़ वेरी स्लो एंड इट इज़ डिफ़िकल्ट. एरोबिकली many ringed pH can be degraded and mostly they can be degraded by co-metabolism by the different microorganisms which are actually living on the simple pH compounds with few rings. Those simple pH compounds they act as a primary source of energy for the microbes. So वो basically उनको degrade करके grow कर रहे होते हैं, लेकिन साथ को metabolize कर सकते हैं complex ring, complex structure pH molecules को भी. In addition to aerobic degradation of these compounds in the environment, anaerobic degradation has also been observed. There are so many different examples and circumstances under which this can happen. For example, naphthalene biodegradation through denitrification. Different किस्म के process हो सकते हैं aerobic conditions में और different उसमें enzymes involved होंगे to degrade these pH compounds. Obviously, जिस तरह हमने पहले भी जिक्र किया था कि whenever the degradation happens under anaerobic conditions, the rates are slower. Now, as these compounds they soak mostly on the soil and they very less find their way to the water bodies. So a question is there that whether these compounds should be of concern or not, because these are staying where they are mostly. They soak to the soil surface and they do not find their way to the water bodies. So क्या उनसे हमें खतरा है कि नहीं? Obviously danger is there because it depends where the contamination is present. If it is present in some area which is close to a human settlement or it is near to some playground or such things, so human beings can get exposed to these compounds. So yes, these can be toxic. Another question is that obviously these have very less solubility in water. These are not readily available to the microorganisms. So whether they will be available to other life forms as well, again depends where the contamination is present and how much the contamination is present. So we cannot make a generalized rule. If we talk about alternatives of biodegradation, obviously those are removal of the site and burial in some other place and incineration as well. Secured landfilling भी की जा सकती है, but all these approaches are obviously expensive. So the most cost effective is obviously biodegradation, but that depends what type of pH are there and what types of environmental conditions prevail there. This was about the biodegradation of polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. I will see you in next lessons.